So we're in Clovis, California's kitchen. That's a drain. There's a window. That's the bush. Anyways, we just got it cut up to here just to see what we got going on. There's the receptacle we told you about. Water's pouring down into it, so we're not going to be able to plug any appliances back in. You may even want to have an electrician come out here and replace this receptacle, get things dry. And that's not us. We're not licensed to do that. You can see the fine sprays of water going down. So there's a fractured pipe up here, up in the wall, and it's cold. You can see the blue. So it's fractured right at the point. It looks like right at where it goes into the bracket. So we're going to open up just a little bit more stucco, and then work on this repair, getting you back online. Shut the water off to the home. You can see inside of the wall there's mold growing. So at some point, I think outside of just your straight up, and you can see along the stem wall, all the way down, water's been rolling out. So you're going to have a mild kitchen remodel to get to remediate mold inside this wall cavity. Anyways, we'll get the water repair done, and then we'll take another video when we're done. Okay, so another video before we get started here. You can see the hot side has been damaged during construction. This is not a defective pipe. It was halfway in and out. We pulled it out of there because this part of the bracket was mounted right in the center, and it caused a ding, and you can see it spraying out right there. So that's a separate issue, and that's why it's spraying over this way. Cold, you can see the defect down here. So that's spraying. That's obvious. It's bent, tight across these brackets, and it's spraying there. We don't see anything up higher. What we like to determine is that there's no more leaking up at because these pipes are going to turn and go horizontal to the ground, and so I don't believe you got anything up higher. What we're going to do is we're going to dry this. Let's try and dry this off real quick. And so up here it looks dry, so it doesn't look like you've got anything else coming. Actually, it looks like you might. I see some scale on the pipe, and so anyways, we're going to shut it back down, open up a little bit more wall. Hurry up. Okay, still here in Clovis, California, and we got this repaired. And we took it apart, and without them doing too much of this back, we could see the water coming off, cold water. We had already seen inside water was coming out of the outlet, so we knew we'd hit the right line. Unfortunately, once we opened it, we did open this up a little bit more because we just want to make sure when we're done, you'll have something else still leaking in there. And of course, when we did, we saw that the hot line was damaged, and that was not due to defect. It was due to user installation. So the original plumbing contractor that installed this, when they pulled that line up, what these lines do is they both go up and they turn. They go up and then they turn, and they follow the bottom of this window over to the wall, and then they go up into the attic, and which is great. Unfortunately, when they pulled that line, these little brackets, the way that these go together is you slide the tubing through, and then you kind of bend it to one side and you pop it in, and it retains, and I got it taped off right now so you can't see it, but this portion of the bracket right here holds it in place. This one popped out. It was sitting dead center of the pipe, and it just dug through until it sprayed. So hot line has been repaired as well. So what we've done, brand new hot line. This is Uponor tubing type A. That is the Nibco Pure, something Pure. PEX Pure, something like that. It's their product, and that's the PEX on top coming in. Shark bite fittings right there to tie it together, and then of course Uponor tubing, which is type A, going into the home, and then two brand new shut-off valves, a little T for the washing machine, and then goes up to the faucet, cold, just a single. So everything's new underneath, tied in, and except for, all the other plumbing's yours. The garbage disposal, the faucet, the connectors, everything in there is yours. All we did was put in new shut-off valves because the old ones are right here. They're sitting on your old lines right here. We're going to save these for you, and so you can take a look at them. And we showed you this in place. There's the dent in the hot line. That is installation error. And of course, this we documented with a video, water spraying out where this bends. It's just water spraying everywhere. So we're going to keep these for you, and we've got another piece at home from the last installation that we did out here, but that way you've got something to send the manufacturer, and of course our documentation as well, stating that it was defective, and which it is. So anyways, we're all buttoned up out here, and we'll get you an invoice out this afternoon. Outside of that, this installation is done.